Okay, I get it. Everyone's saying to themselves, why the hell am I taking this class? And sorry for my language, but that's what you're thinking. This is by far the toughest class to give in the social sciences, empirical political inquiry. Why? I'm going to tell you. It is the bridge between journalistic research and social science research. Political science and the social sciences do not want to be journalism. We don't want to be journalists. We want to have methods. Those methods are very, very important, actually. What we're going to cover is the philosophy of science, qualitative methods, which is basically positivism, cause and effect, but looking for variance, like you'll see in the Pedro Castillo video and other videos or lectures. We're going to do quantitative research and what we call interpretive methods. Now, we use methods to ask specific questions. It's not just, as you're going to see, Bashar al-Assad, the dictator of Syria, is a dictator. And then we talk about him. No. Why did Bashar al-Assad survive, whereas other, Mubarak, for example, of Egypt, Gaddafi of Libya, did not survive this quote-unquote Arab Spring? That's going to be an important question. Research methods is very, very important. Empirical, political inquiry, etc. I got good reviews when I did this in class, but there's always those couple students that's like, what the hell am I doing? Why am I taking this? Right? I don't understand it. Think. We want to be like scientists. We don't want to just talk about what happens. We want to help explain what happens. In order to explain what happens, you have to have methods. So methods could be, we're going to do quantitative research. Now, I use personally RR Studio. I can show you how to pipe in Python and others. I do quantitative work, but a good question in that is like, does COVID vaccination work? Right? We're going to do something quick on the Titanic. You know, were you more likely to die, whether you were a female or male gender on the Titanic, or depends on your class. There were 3 classes. Was the first class, second class, or third class more likely to die on the Titanic? That's the big ship that hit the iceberg. Were more likely to die or not. So that's one of the areas we're going to discuss. Research methods is important. And some people don't get it, but most do in the end. It is tough because a lot of people, but it's going to be also fungible to other areas. So if you want to work in the State Department, if you want to go to law school, we're going to do a big thing on law, right? The O.J. Simpson case. And regardless of what you think, we're going to apply it to real life, but we're also, right, we're going to put it on our resume. And I want you to understand as well, one important thing, you're not buying a book for the class. So at least, you know what I'm saying? Hey, I go open source as much as I can. So I did dump the book it was kind of pricey. It was a good book, but I will be referring to it, maybe have a couple book chapters, etc. But you don't have to buy a book for this course. So even if you hate me, you can say, hey, that guy didn't make me buy a book. So that's it. But we're going to be doing important research methods. My name's, in case you haven't had me, Dr. Charles Ripley. I lived in Latin America 8 years. My research, which I'm going to be going over as well, refers to Latin American studies. I do a broad range of different research methods, from main qualitative research, interpretive methods, and also quant. I teach particularly in the in-class 401. POS 401, and then there's a one in SGS. I teach them both because they're combined, just like this one, of the statistics course. So, which does get actually good reviews as a surprise. Again, in that class, you don't have to pay for anything because RR Studio and Python are all free. I personally use RR Studio. So other programs you have to pay for, like Stata, SPSS, and stuff. But we're going to go through all this, and throughout this course, I do hope you enjoy it. The papers are very wide open. You know, we're going to have a discussion board every week. We're going to have quizzes every week to just make sure you keep up with the readings. But don't worry, I'm going to be going over, you know, I'll send you out a list of what will be on the quiz, so you're not like looking around in the lectures and the notes and stuff, so you can, you know, kind of know. And also we'll have exams, and we'll actually have a Zoom meeting before the midterm exam and the final exam. But I want you to understand and bear with me, this isn't an easy class to teach. Research methods is kind of a bridge from that journalistic thinking to more social science, but it is important. And we're going to be doing a lot on this. So good luck, everyone. We will have a community forum to ask questions. And essentially, you know, I hope you really, really enjoy the course. And don't worry, like in all my classes, I'm going to be applying it to the real world.